Ladies with Connacht, first of all, a couple more signings today. Gavin, you're captain of the team. You're there for until 2014, contracted. How did you find the experience of this year in the Heineken Cup?
It was a massive experience. It was, I think, firstly you could see it evidently around the town. Just the flags out around Salt Hill, down the prom. All the pubs got behind us, like the Dáil Bar here sponsors the whole front row. It's just a huge buzz around the town, and then on match days, obviously in the sports round, especially the Toulouse game was something very special that I'll always kind of look back and remember fondly, even though the result didn't go our way. It was a massive experience, and thankfully we're back there again next year, and hopefully we'll learn from them.
Eddie, how do you think they acquitted themselves?
I thought they played great rugby. In fact, I thought they were unlucky not to win more games, and I was doing a commentary for News Talk tonight that they beat Harlequins, and there was unbelievable atmosphere on the ground, and it kept building and building as the clock was running down. I got a bit carried away when the final whistle. I started cheering and I forgot I was doing a commentary, but with Liam Tolan. But it was a brilliant night, and I thought that they were form away as well. I thought the Gloucester game should have won that game. I thought the Harlequins game away, they were all games that maybe slipped away. So to finish by putting away Harlequins at home in front of a full house was extraordinary. A really fantastic game, and again I think it's going to just charge the batteries again for next year for everybody in town here to get back in around the province and get in for the Heineken games next year.
James texts in, can you ask Gavin, as an Irish international, does he ever feel jealous of the success of Leinster and Munster, and perhaps a tinge of regret that he never moved from Connacht after Harlequins?
Do I feel jealous? Yeah, I do, yeah.
Really?
Of course you do, because you want to play in those big occasions and be involved in European Cup finals, and I look at the Mayo lads and I'd be jealous of them running out in Croke Park, or the Galway fellas. So of course you do feel a little bit jealous, but I don't regret the decisions I made. I've had what I consider a very lucky career as well, in terms of getting capped by Ireland, which was a childhood dream. But of course I have a few regrets along the way, and maybe one or two decisions. If I'd gone the other way, I might have got more caps, but ultimately I'm happy with my lot so far.
I have a good story about his first cap.
Go on.
I was coaching at the time when we were in South Africa, and the second test, we'd been beaten in Bloemfontein. Second test was in Cape Town, and you weren't in the 22, Gavin. I remember you assumed that your holidays had started a bit early, and the morning of the game you went off shopping with your dad down in Cape Town, and I remember getting a call that Jordan Murphy had woke up with a really bad chest infection, and we did a fitness test across the hotel in the park about 12 o'clock with the doctor, and he failed it, and we had to get Gavin, and they couldn't find him anywhere. There was a bit of panic set in, so we eventually tracked him down. You were downtown doing some shopping at the time, and literally he was on the bench then, and literally within, I think it was at 15-20 minutes of the game, Gervin Dempsey got a finger in his eye, had to go off, and Buckle comes in here. And when I say it, had a barnstormer of a cap, a debut.
People always ask you on that story, people always ask who's a coach along the way that gave you the best advice, or a little tidbit along the way, and I always go back to
here we go,
to what Eddie said that day when I came up to the lunch at around 1 o'clock. I think the lunch was over, and I came back to the hotel, and the one thing Eddie said was, "Get your head out of your ass, you're on the bench." And that was it.